Hey guys, I'm CJ, and you're watching Hidden Comics for September the 18th, 2013. Alrighty, so I'd just like to start off with a bit of, channel news. Our second season for History of Comic Heroes will be premiering this Saturday, September 21st. As for a specific time, we aren't sure. We're aiming for 8 o'clock Manitoba time, but it all depends on how smoothly the upload goes, and that will be on the A History of Comic Heroes channel, and will be premiering on the 22nd on the main channel TV Pop Culture. This week I have two comics, The Eternal Warrior and Earth 2 15.2, or otherwise titled as Solomon Grundy. So first off, The Eternal Warrior. Now, this character has been featured in the X-O Man of War comics, also made and produced by Valiant Entertainment. And this is kind of to relaunch the Eternal Warrior line. I haven't really done a whole lot of research on this one, and this wasn't really one that I regularly read as a kid. But from what I could find, it seemed very interesting, so I figured I'd pick up the first issue anyways. The Eternal Warrior is an immortal.
There can be only one.
No different from Connor McLeod. The Eternal Warrior is kind of trapped in limbo throughout time, doesn't age, but is still able to feel pain and get hurt. So, okay, yeah, pretty similar to the Highlander. It starts with a war between the Eternal Warriors people, which are actually, as far as memory can serve, never really named during this issue. We find that his daughter seems to have this war-hungry type thirst for blood and vengeance and battle and all that sort of stuff, and goes and actually slaughters an entire village, an enemy village, but still a village nonetheless, killing not only the men, but the women and children as well, along with the rest of her people joining her, which was kind of scary. Also, the Eternal Warrior's son gets killed in this scene. We then fast forward many years later as he describes that being immortal isn't quite as most people believe it to be, and then his daughter shows up and tells him, hey, we gotta get out of here because some people are coming to kill you. So, overall, I have to say the issue wasn't really that bad. It was actually very good. In fact, I would give this a go and buy it now, except for one thing. There's very few details that are left out, such as where this village happens to be. Now, we are given a name of a country, but we don't know what country that is in today's book, so unless if you're a history nut and feel the need to go look up the name, there will be kind of a shadow looming over it, which I guess can in certain ways help the story, but as fans, we do want to know the most we can about the characters. We are also never told the name of his race, which is irritating. So, beyond those two things, if it wasn't for that, I'd give this a go and buy it now, but because those two things are such big issues, I'm going to have to give it a pick it up if you see it. It was really good, but those two things did really bother me. So, yeah. And now, Earth 2 15.2. Solomon Grundy. So, this issue was kind of pointless. And this is coming from someone who is a huge fan of Earth 2. I mean, it wasn't bad per se, but there just wasn't really any point to it. From issues 1 up until issue 14, all of them were really, really good. I say issue 14 because issue 15.1 was kinda so-so. Issue 15.2 is completely pointless. I don't understand why DC did this to take a break from the This Is War saga that was going on in the Earth 2 universe. And more importantly, this story has next to no dialogue. And I really do mean next to no dialogue. The majority of the story is, well, spent reciting the nursery rhyme. Yes, that's right, the Solomon Grundy nursery rhyme, as in born on Monday, and it goes on. Which okay, I guess is kind of cute, but it doesn't really give us a whole lot of insight into this character. I mean, there is small bits of dialogue between his parents and his girlfriend, who actually offs herself in the middle of the comic, which was actually very well done. But aside from that, yeah, just there wasn't a whole lot of point to this. And in all honesty, I feel it was kind of a waste of an issue, whereas we could have used this issue to, I don't know, talk more about the This Is War saga that's been going on lately. But apparently DC doesn't want to do that, so we're left with this. It is kind of cool to see a backstory for this character, especially because he is one of the big bad villains from the original Green Lantern. No, the original Green Lantern. There you go. So, with that being said, yeah, this story really bothered me. I understand that Solomon Grundy is supposed to be one of the original Green Lantern big baddies, but in a sense, it feels like they've downplayed the character, and we could be spending this time doing the This Is War saga that Earth 2 was doing up until issue 14, which unfortunately has been kind of sort of put on hiatus, but we're all expecting it to see it come back in October, which is next month. Other than that, yeah, the story was overall kind of pointless. If it wasn't for the fact that they spend majority of the story doing the damn nursery rhyme for Solomon Grundy, I'd be giving this a go and buy it now. But sadly, I can't even give this a go and pick it up if you see it. I give it a maybe go check it out if you're really into Earth 2 like I am. But even if you are, chances are you'll still leave the issue somewhat disappointed. So there are my final thoughts on those two issues. I'm CJ, and I guess I'll see you all on the 21st for the new episode for Season 2 of A History of Comic Heroes. Also, if you have not voted yet, please go and vote on the update video. And FYI, Noah, your vote does not count because you work for TV Pop Culture. See you guys next time.